And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Welcome to the Dice Tower!
Today we are going to talk about trading faces.
Wait a minute. What, did we do that wrong? Anyway, trading faces, trading places, trading spaces.
Whatever.
One of the things I like about collectible card games, well, I'm not a huge fan of collectible card games, but there's one aspect of them that's fun, and that's called the draft. That's where everybody buys a pack of cards. You open up the pack of cards, you take one, pass them to your neighbor, they take one, and you keep going around so everyone has a deck of cards. It's very expensive, and so I don't think you can do it very often. But the idea of drafting is fun. So I'm impressed. This is the only game I know of, the children's game that involves drafting, and it's trading faces. Now, is that good enough to make it a good game? Let's see. Trading Faces game, you have different emotions cards, and each card shows a different emotion. You can see there's happy and worried and sad and loving and shy and angry, etc., etc. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be shuffling and handing these cards out to players at the beginning of a round, and what players are trying to do is they're trying to get 3 of the same card. And so what you do is at the beginning of each round, everyone's going to pass a card around. You pick a card from your hand and you pass it to the other player, and then they pass you a card. Now what you want to do, woohoo! I just got 3 of the same card, proud. And so I say, okay, stop, everyone stops. And I am now supposed to make a proud face that someone else is going to try and guess. So, Melody gets these 3, and so she makes a face that's supposed to look like proud. So then the first person looks at her and goes, "Are you happy?" Okay, then the next player, in turn order, says, "Are you proud?" Alright, so when that happens, Melody gets to keep 2 of the cards, and the person who guessed correctly gets to keep 1. If nobody guesses correctly, then Melody simply gets to keep 1 of the cards. So you want people to guess correctly. And you keep doing this till all the cards are gone. Whoever has the most cards is the winner. Real simple game. The game isn't drafting per se, but it's a good way of taking a card from your hand that you don't need and passing it on. But at the same time, you want to get rid of cards, but you're trying to give cards that you know won't help people that much. And if you see a card pass you, you're like, "I don't need a 5," and you pass it on. And then a little bit later, you get another 5, and you say, "I don't need a 5," pass it on. Then you get another 5, and you think, you know what, maybe I'll start keeping these 5s. That's half the game. The other half is making the expression. So the game's good at teaching kids smile, happy, worried, proud, whatever. And it's a lot of fun trying to guess the different emotions. And everybody has a chance to get points in cards. What do you think of the game?
I really like it because I get to make a face, and sometimes they just can't guess what I'm doing. I'm like, look at my card, I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
So, I like the game. It's certainly going to stay in my collection because the aspect of passing cards is a good one to teach kids. And I like the whole making faces at each other. Wait, is that part of the game? Oh, we're trading faces. I see.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.